if you think the crab pot is wrapped around the engine, we can't get it off with the boat hook.
I don't know. I need a light so I can at least see.
Okay. It's
yeah.
212 feet, so we can't even anchor. Do you think let's secure the Maine? The Maine is flopping.
It's 212 feet depth here?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a freaking crab pot.
So I don't know how there can be a crab pot in 212 feet of depth.
May I see the light?
I don't know what it is with this area near Nova Scotia and Gulf of Maine, but if you can see behind me, we are completely fogged in. Anyway, we're doing the horn roughly every 2 minutes like we're supposed to, or thereabouts, just because people can't see us. And we found off the coast of Nova Scotia a lot of boats without AIS, particularly the fishing boats. So you're just trying to stare into this fog and see something. The cool thing is, briefly, we saw a dolphin, so that kind of made up for it just a little bit. As you can see, bundled up, the fog makes things crazy cold. We finally just shut the back door completely because we're trying to warm up in here, and we don't want to open the door to change the autopilot, so I've connected through Active Captain. And so once you're in and connected, you just go to toolbars, and you go to autopilot, and then I want to go 10 to the right, plus 10. And you can see the helm wheel is making its correction and moving us over.
The actual helm position is right there. And literally, I could probably just open the door and reach and make the adjustment. But we're just too lazy to do it right now. So now that our apparent wind angle has come up, here's our true wind speed, and there's our actual speed. So we're back to a little over half of the true wind speed with that subtle, lazy style heading change.
And I think we'd be doing better if we had our asymmetrical in these lighter winds, but we're stuck with our code 0 since our asim is being fixed.
Yeah.
Well, fogged in, as you can see, as I look all around, but I'm glad to see daylight. We hit daylight like around 4 a.m., which is pretty cool. I had all these layers on. A long sleeve cotton tee, wool leggings, Gore-Tex pants, another wool top, a wool sweater, a heavy fleece, a fleece hat, and my waterproof foul weather jacket. Now you see I'm only in my t-shirt, and that's because I did a little Tabata workout here in the salon, you know, just low impact as best I could do. It's much easier because seas are really flat. I'm not getting bounced all over, but it's amazing how much you warm up when you just do a 30-minute workout. Warm cornbread, leaving the oven open as it cools, and also to dry out my Gore-Tex socks, which are quite wet on the bottom. If you think it's wrapped around the engine, if you think the crab pot is wrapped around the engine, we can't get it off with the boat hook.
I don't know. I need a light so I can at least see.
Okay. It's 212 feet, so we can't even anchor. Do you think let's secure the Maine? The Maine is flopping.
It's 212 feet depth here?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a freaking crab pot.
So I don't know how there can be a crab pot in 212 feet of depth.
May I see the light?
Because I was going to recommend we drop anchor. You need headsets?
Right there. It's still caught on us, but I don't know how to...
Are we dragging it?
Yeah, I mean...
Can we cut it?
I don't know how to cut it. I don't even know how to even get to that.
Yeah, there's a line. So we got to bring that up with the boat hook and cut it. Okay, we're getting the fishing knife. Oh, this is a triple phone because it's only one, but 1X. Yeah. So what I want you to do is clip in. And then where's the boat hook? I'll hand you the boat hook. So I want you to pull it up. Tell me if we're getting too much tension on it.
There it is.
Okay. Just be very careful about not dropping things overboard. It's their only sharp knife. Okay.
All right. Can you even slow us down more?
Okay.
I know we're doing like a knot.
Well, we're gonna lose heading, but I think we have space to lose heading. Okay, forward idle. Okay, do you need me to hold the boat hook? Or is it better for you to do counter tension?
There.
Oh, wow, that's good. I'm glad that knife was so sharp. Okay, so we're free?
I don't know. I can't.
Well, we can't run the port engine. No. There's another crab pot right there. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we're in a field. Okay, go forward. Go forward with this. You go forward with the light. And I'll get our... We can't afford to get our other engine messed up. I can't believe there's crab pots in 212 feet of water. 213 feet, 212. I would have never thought we'd have a crab pots out here. Now, can you see them? Because I saw more on the left. And there's no shallows on the left. They look like dots, but here we are. 2 more lobster pots. Oh my God, this is nerve-wracking. We have 2 more hours of this. So I have all my layers on now. Dennis is forward. You can kind of see with the spotlight. Looking for more lobster pots. We've already spotted 2 and had to detour. We're slowly increasing our speed because otherwise it would take us 4 hours to get there. But we only have it at 2,000 RPM. We are doing a little over 5 knots. And we have, it looks like 2.39 nautical miles until a red buoy, which we should be passing on our right-hand side, but that's something else to keep an eye out for.
So Anna's up front now because I wanted to get some more layers on so it'll be a little bit warmer. She's up front with the spotlight. And then, as you can see, we're slowly trying to get ourselves back on course. But as she pointed out, 207 feet of depth. And we have a shit ton of lobster pots. It's probably like the 10th one we've seen already. And I will continue to get us back on course. Yeah, clear. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay. Hold course. I see them on the left. Yeah. Right. And what Anna's just telling me over the headset is because there's so much fog, it's hard to see anything at all. That you see something and you spotlight on it, but then like, oh, it's just a piece of seaweed. But then when you actually see the lobster pot buoy, it's like, oh shit. You know, turn hard left, hard right, or whatever the case might be. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see it flashing. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. Okay, looking at it on the thing. Starboard hard buoy. Yep, type flashing every 4 seconds, red. That was it. I understand that. Yeah, when we come into the mooring ball, it's going to be tricky because with one engine. Right, and the key with coming in that mooring ball is to be ultra slow. I mean, like just creeping in on it.
Many hours later.
Now we're checking to see if we can see a line dragging off the back or if it got dropped off. We don't see anything. So I think we'll check in the daytime with an underwater camera. Well done, Dennis. That was really, really hard. That was probably the hardest. Usually you think of getting a mooring ball as something super easy. But when you only have one engine, we were reluctant to run our port engine because we're not 100% sure the line is free and we don't want to further tangle it on our prop if it is still down there. or if it got released, as Dennis said earlier. So we had only the starboard engine, about 10 knots of wind. It just felt like forever as we were approaching the mooring ball, because I didn't want to overshoot it, because I was reluctant to go backwards, because I don't know how long there is in terms of a possible line below us. And to get on a mooring ball with one engine within some wind, with the windage on the boat, and the wind was at about 30, so it was definitely hitting the side and affecting our steering. Anyway, I'm just so glad we're on. Awesome job. What a relief. We got a long sleep, still fuzzy around the edges, doing almost 2 full nights of passage as a crew of 2 is not easy. But look at this plan. So when you get off of shift and you're going to bed, you just throw everything everywhere, and your damp stuff you hang from the handles of these hatches, and you wake up in the morning and it's all dry. It's fantastic. Now that we're in daylight and no fog, we're in a mooring field, which in the Chesapeake Bay would be totally off limits for crab pots to be, but apparently in Maine they have totally different rules. I'm looking forward to, in a little bit after we get breakfast, checking out our line and seeing if there's any damage from picking up that pot, because I was sleeping at the time and the noise was horrendous. So I hope our boat is not damaged after last night. Why don't they add headlights to sailboats? Because when you're a crew of 2, I would love to have a headlight in front of the boat that I could be pointing low so I could see the crab pots and not have to have both people awake. But maybe that's just me.
Because we hit that lobster pot last night and got that line cut, even though I cut it, we just want to make sure underneath that there's no damage on the prop or the rudder. So we're going to use the 360 to look up underneath. I took the Insta 360, put it in the dive case. We have like a 10-foot stick, and then lowered it down underneath the boat. And there you can see something is wrapped around the prop.
So we were smart not to turn our port engine on.
Yeah.
We're in Maine. Are you going to wear a wetsuit?
I will wear my wetsuit because it's pretty cold.
Are you going to get your dive gear on?
I don't know if I need to get the dive gear.
Just going to hold your breath. Use the fishing knife.
Yeah, between that the wetsuit, and then my dive mask, I should do enough. And then fins. Current ocean temperature in Bar Harbor. Water temperature in Bar Harbor today is 58.5 degrees.
I love you, baby.
You owe me. I got the knife.
That's not a knife.
What's a knife?
Now, you're not going to bring the cover, are you?
No.
Okay.
It's fucking cold.
I know. I love you. Be safe. Shasty says, I want to go. Take me. Oh, it's my favorite color. Okay, swim to the ladder. Get out of that cold.
Oh my God.
You still are doing the gas reflex. What mil is your suit?
3, I think.
3 mil suit and 58-degree water. That's crazy. I'm glad that was fast and easy.
Yeah, it came right off. I didn't even need the knife.
Oh, awesome.
So much for my shower this morning.
Harbor, Maine, and it's been about 2 months and we're having to defrost. So we move all our freezer items to the bottom, put a quilt in, a comforter to insulate it so the top can thaw, but the bottom, which has openings, will still stay frozen.
I think this is the third time in 9 months since we've been on the boat. Yeah, we've had to defrost this freezer.
But I think in the beginning we waited too long before the first defrost.
Yeah, because what ends up happening is the cooling plate that's on the upper side gets so iced over that it starts to prevent the drawer from closing properly, or the slide tray that's in the drawer from closing properly.
Yeah, we thought it was a bad freezer, but it just is bad icing.
Yeah, and I know other owners have had similar situations where they're constantly having to defrost.
Yeah, we were thinking if we maybe add another fan, that might help. We are doing the ocean trail here near Bar Harbor, Maine. You see Sand Beach over there. That's where we started, and we're walking around. And you can't see it, but right around the corner is a green can that we're gonna see on our way down south. We'll see it again from a different view. So what, you put them in these containers?
Yeah, and then my wife will come grab them and sell them to people.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's very cool.
yeah, we have a little side business.
We're gonna get our lobster dinner.
I know. I mean, when you're in Bar Harbor, Maine, Bar Harbor,
Yeah.
and you want to have some lobster, this is the place to do it. So we're gonna do it. But we're debating on whether or not we should change.
Ooh.
I'm not even gonna do mine. Nope.
Do you have any Grey Poupon?
Oh.
Oh, and it splits so evenly.
Thank you, baby.
We are on the sandbar at Bar Harbor. We're at low tide, and you can see we can walk all the way to this island. So we're gonna walk around the island and get a little tour. But it's kind of like walking in rush hour. So many tourists doing the same thing. From down below, I could hear something clanking, and I said I thought there was a lobster pot hitting us, and sure enough there is, but I'm not sure if Dennis can reach it with the boat hook.
And it's absolutely ridiculous that they allow these lobster pots to be so freaking close to the mooring balls.
Well, they don't allow, they said they were gonna pick them all up, but I haven't seen that happen since we've been here. There's a lobster in it. Doesn't that mean it's ours?
But see, now the thing is, where's the other piece?
I know, it's gonna get caught in our engine. And we're leaving tomorrow at dark 100. Here, let's drag it away with our dinghy. Can you drag it to the outside?
I don't know, because now I'm between the propeller prop.
Yes, I could see the line. Yep, it goes. Here, what you need to do, see that line, Dennis? Can you get that down and under? I can't believe we're caught on a lobster pot sitting here.
On a mooring ball.
Yeah.
You want to step off? Give me that knife. The pull.
Now we got the Insta360 because we can't figure out how to get this thing untangled from our rudder. We cut the line, but we can't get it off our boat.
Somehow,
Better now though than 4 a.m. tomorrow morning.
yeah, somehow it's tied around our rudder.
Yeah.
Let me look over by the motor. So the boat is drifting around, obviously, because it's in the wind on a mooring ball. So this is the stupid crab pot that we got caught up on. You can see this is where I cut it, but we keep drifting into it. So we're gonna see if we have free dinner.
Mother load?
Nothing.
All right, can we drag this farther away from our boat with the dinghy?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Oh, aha.
Yeah, there's some lobsters.
Yeah.
How do you get it out?
I don't know. How do we? I don't want to kill him, you know, for being out of the water. Because I am not going into the water today. James 4. Good shit.
Beer time! You earned it, and you stayed warm.
And I stayed warm.
All right, I'm gonna loosen the painter.
Yeah.
Good job, baby.
All right, James 4. We decided not to mess with your livelihood, but please do not put your stupid lobster pots in the middle of the mooring field where people can get them caught on their boat. Affects our livelihood as well, so good luck. Goodbye, Bahaba. Goodbye, see you next year. Ha!